I'm Nintendo Prime, bitch.
It's the motherfucking Eagle Double G.
Snoop Dogg.
You know I'm mobbing with the D.R.E.
Yeah. Oh, baby. How we doing? Welcome to IndieMania 2025. Officially begins in 22 minutes. They have their pre-show before the main show. Look, I'm going to be honest. I don't run shows like this, right? So I'm not IndieMania. I'm actually in IndieMania. If you guys didn't know, you're not aware, Nintendo Prime is presenting something in IndieMania. So I'm actually going to be in the festivities today, as is obviously Mike Odyssey, who owns and runs the show, as is Thunderstash Gaming, as is Paul Gale Network, as is Kit and Krista, as is the entire Slow Burn podcast. But here's the thing. It's not my show. And why do I have to clarify that? I hate pre-shows from official entities. Here's why. There's always announcements, trailers, interviews, and stuff that happens in the pre-show. So the pre-show is just part of the show. That's why I say IndieMania truly begins in 21 minutes, because the pre-show is literally part of the show. So IndieMania, I know it's pre-show in like 21 minutes and the main show at the top of the hour. Come on. I hate when Jeff Keighley does it. He does this with the Summer Game Fest. He does it with the Game Awards, where like there's a pre-show before the main show. Shut up. It's the start of the show. Okay. Don't call it a pre-show when it's part of the show. The Game Awards, they're literally giving away awards in the pre-show. That's not a pre-show. That's part of the Game Awards. So, anyways, I don't like when people do this, but it is something that Mike has obviously chosen to do, to have a pre-show before the main show. To me, it's just all part of the show. So, we're going to be obviously live reacting to everything. No, I do not know pretty much anything going on in the show. I know what my role in the show is and how it relates. I know that Ruffy in the Riverside is going to be in here. By the way, Ruffy in the Riverside launched today. So we'll see what happens. Obviously, we don't really know, because this is going to be all surprises to me. Paul, Mike, and Stash have spoiled absolutely nothing for me. I have no idea what's in this show. What I can tell you is there are giveaways, however. And yes, you can already enter those giveaways. There are links down in the description. Now, what I want to note is, as you'll see when you go down to the description, these are not my giveaways. I have nothing to do with these giveaways. But I do have entry links down there for some AverMedia stuff, some Udon stuff, which you might not even know what they are. So for some figgies, you don't even know what the figgies are yet. Digital game codes, you don't even know what game codes they are yet. But the point is that there are giveaways going on from IndieMania. These are IndieMania's giveaways, not Nintendo Prime's. So as it says at the bottom of the description, these giveaways are not affiliated with me. I have nothing to do with them. And for any and all legal questions, please contact Mike Odyssey, the owner of the IndieMania channel. And I say this because personally, I haven't seen any legalese attached to the giveaways, and giveaways are required to have that. I'm assuming that the official IndieMania website and places might have it, but I don't know where it is. So I just want people to know I am not legally responsible for these giveaways. So these are not my giveaways. These are being ran by Mike Odyssey over at IndieMania. So, but you can enter. And there's some cool stuff. The AverMedia stuff I know for sure is really cool. I don't even know what the other giveaways are. The AverMedia stuff, I have one of those AverMedia products because they sponsored me. It's actually it's actually plugged in right over here in my power strip, because it's like it's a brick that does 100-watt charging. But not just that, it's also a portable capture card. Now, right now I'm using it as a 100-watt charger, but on the fly, I can actually use it as a capture card as well. And that's really badass. So it's like an additional capture card I can use on my set. That's pretty cool. It only does 1080p, but still, for a portable capture card that's also a 100-watt charging brick, hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. So let's go ahead and look at what we got going on here. We have a super chat that came in already. Thank you so much, Mr. M.
Link says, take on the MKW update for online.
So, okay. I did a video already on this. All right. It's in my video today. Nintendo has pissed off some people. Look, when I play Mario Kart World, the only thing I really play, if I'm completely honest, is Knockout Tour when I play online. So let me load up Mario Kart real quick. Hold on, I got to download the update, of course. So for those who don't know, I guess there's like a versus mode online, and when you're playing it online, basically when they give you the 3 track options, if you choose one of them, it's always one of the intermission tracks. But if you did random, it used to mostly select 3 lap tracks. But it felt like to me that the fact that you could only get the 3 laps via random meant that was actually a bug, not a feature, but people took it as a feature instead of a bug. But the fact that you could only get the 3 lap matches through random selection, I'm going to be honest, that literally just felt like that was not the intended way Nintendo had it, and this patch fixed the bug. The problem is people liked the bug. People liked the bug. So I'm not exactly sure. I'll boot into an online race right now. I'm not exactly sure because I've literally only done Knockout Tour online. So I don't know if this is part of the standard online play or a specific online play mode. So let me just check this out here and boot in, just kind of see. Because the reason that people don't like the intermission tracks as much for like standard play is because, you know, they're kind of straight. There's not any shortcuts or anything. And so it kind of becomes like Knockout Tour. But the difference with Knockout Tour is you're trying to knock people out of the race instead of beating them in like a race. You know, it's just like a different thing. Sorry, it's unlocking stuff for me still. So let me go to online play single player. Let me see what the modes are here. Because again, I've only done Knockout Tour, so I have no idea why people are upset about this update. So I see Knockout Tour, Battle, Friends, and Race. So it must be the standard race then, huh? So let me grab my Yoshi here and just kind of see. Sure, I really don't care what card I select right now. I'm not going to finish the race because I've literally done none. I'm still, you know, so we'll see here. Right now it has me just in the open world waiting for a match. So I'm not really sure because this is my first time playing this mode. But if this is the standard online mode, and if you can't do 3 lap courses anymore, I can see why people are pissed off. And why that it's not an option to choose intermission or 3 lap when you're selecting courses or selecting random. Like if you select random, it should have a drop down that says random 3 lap or random intermission, and that should be what you're able to select. So then if somebody wants to do intermission and they're the ones that get chosen, cool, you know, whatever. Same for the courses. When you're choosing one of the 3 courses, it should be either you should be able to choose it as an intermission course or as a 3 lap course, and that should just be an option the user has. So yeah, if someone wins that, you know, wants an intermission, okay, whatever. That was luck of the draw. But the fact that now they've basically taken away the ability to even really do 3 laps, or now you do them extremely sparingly. Again, the fact that you had to choose random to get it made it feel like a bug. But yeah, kind of crazy. I'm just gonna be awesome. I'm just gonna be honest. Kind of crazy. It's waiting for a race to load, so I'll just let it do its thing. All right. So again, I'm not someone who's even played this mode, because Knockout Tour to me is just so much better than that standard racing mode ever was. But people are mad, and I understand their frustration, and I'm hoping Nintendo's hearing the backlash, so they release a patch or just change their minds with it. I don't want them to roll back the update. What I want them to do is improve it to allow user choice, as I described already. People should be able to choose intermission, but they also should be able to choose 3 lap, and it should be on the person selecting the random or on the person selecting the individual course to be able to choose which one they want. So that's what I want to see implemented. I don't want to see them roll back the change. I want them to actually put a completely different change in that I think would just make everyone happy. Because then you can do intermission or you can do 3 lap, and it's completely up to the person who won the random, you know, as it goes around and randomly picks whoever course is going to be chosen. All right. But again, me hoping for a hypothetical update doesn't change the fact that right now, that's just not how it works. What's up, Mojo? How you doing? Matthew Williams says, how are you liking Welcome Tour? I really enjoy it. Haven't beat it yet. I just haven't gone back to it in like a couple weeks, but I'll probably wrap it up. This weekend. There's not. It's not like it's a game that takes forever. I'm not looking to even 100% it, so it's not something that I'm overly like need to spend like a ton of time with. But I like the explanations on the tech and everything. Dylan says, I regret purchasing the Mario Kart bundle because they just ruined their own masterpiece. Why would they kill off their own game? Are they that freaking stupid? Well, I want to be clear. They didn't kill their game. Okay? It's one mode in the game. There are lots of other modes in the game. It's one mode, and it's not even the only online mode. There are 3 online modes besides playing with friends. There are 3 online modes. So they didn't ruin the mode. Well, they might have ruined that mode, but they didn't ruin the game, because that would mean the whole game is one mode, and that's not. That's completely false. Let's see here. Final GTA 6 won't be on the water. Oh, here we go. Here we go. So let's say I want to do. All right, I chose one of the 3 tracks. We'll see what other people choose. So most people chose a track in mine. Most people chose a track. Only 2 people chose random. So let's see what happens. Because again, I've never done this. It's my first time doing this more standard thing. All right, it's selecting a course right now. See if one of the random ones get chosen or one of the other ones. Oh, random got chosen. Okay. It's the one with the train on it. I forget which course that is. Oh, dude, I straight up got a 3-lap. I straight up got a 3-lap. So 3 laps are definitely still in. 3-lap courses are definitely still in Mario Kart World. I'm literally playing one right now and online. So it's funny that this is the complaint. This is my first ever time doing it, and I immediately get a 3-lap. I know it's random, but I immediately got a 3-lap. So you can't say it's completely ruined if you could still get the 3-lap. You're just not getting it as often as you want. So it's not ruined. Ruined would mean you can't do it at all. You still can. It's just a little less likely. I'm like, do I even finish this? I'm in the middle of a live stream. Like, this is the worst time to play Mario Kart World. About to stream IndieMania. Here I am playing online. It's funny. You guys have no idea what's going on. I probably should just quit the race. But I'm in 6th place. Now I'm in 3rd place. How could I quit? How could I quit when I'm so close to domination? I haven't even completed. Oh, no, I have completed 2 laps. Never mind. I guess I'm almost done. Oh, I fell off. Well, you know, that seems pretty normal. Lost my items, fell off the track. That was the final item get. Yeah, okay. It don't matter. I'm in last place. All right. Anyways, so there you go. It's still in there. So I'm not going to agree that it's ruined. I'm not going to agree that it's ruined. It was just working in an unintended way, and they fixed a bug. But they should put it on the user to be able to choose. That is something I hope they update. Why is everyone regretting buying Mario Kart? It's just released 25 days ago. Now it's being ruined. What the hell is going on? They released a patch yesterday that changed one of the online modes. And they changed how random selection works, because random selection was basically only picking 3-lap courses and wasn't picking intermission courses. And now it can pick either or. And people are mad about that. I think that's how it was always supposed to work, by the way. I think that was actually literally what they intended. And it just had a bug. I'm a little less, I have a little less complaint about it, but I think the user should get to choose. But for me, it's a little bit less of a complaint, because it's like, okay, so all courses are available in random. What's the problem? Intermission courses are still courses, so it's just all courses are available. So to me, I don't know, not a big deal. Well, whatever. For other people, I understand. Maybe they should just create a new online mode that's 3-lap courses only. That could solve the problem too. Final GTA 6 won't be on the water ring toss handheld game. My day is ruined. GTA 6 won't be on the water ring toss handheld. What are you talking about? Let's see here. Lots of dooming for this generation. Yeah, it happens. Dylan says, well, Nintendo, obviously the backlash with the Switch 2 game price, and they did nothing. Well, Dylan, that backlash, I want to be very clear about the backlash over Mario Kart World's price. The backlash for the game price, and they did nothing. Yeah, they've only sold like 4 million copies of Mario Kart World so far. The backlash is minimal. Like, I understand that it felt heated and to drop the price, that was the minority. This is the reality people don't understand when you see this massive backlash, but then the game goes on to sell like 4 million copies. That was a minority. That was not the general consumer. The general consumer didn't give two fucks that it was $80. I'm just pointing out that like online backlash can sometimes seem bigger than the real world backlash. I want to be very clear about that. Online makes certain things seem much bigger deal to a majority of people than it actually is. Because what happens online is a minority of people have a very loud voice, while a majority of people aren't even paying attention and don't give a shit. As an example, most people that buy Nintendo Switch 2s and Nintendo games don't watch YouTube videos about Nintendo. Most people that buy Nintendo video games and Nintendo consoles don't follow Nintendo content creators on X or even watch directs. They just buy shit that looks fun when they want to. They go to the store, they buy the system, they see a new game, they buy the game. They're not paying attention. Like, most of the consumers aren't paying attention to any of this shit. And that's reality. Whether you like it or not, that's reality. My influence is very small, like minuscule, like practically nothing. There's 150 million people that own Switch. You know?
Matthew Williams says, I will say, I don't like how the Kaitu steals your items now, but I love the game.
Thank you. Thanks for the 5. We're at 698. I'll go update that quick. All right. IndieMania should be beginning shortly. I think the pre-stream, we're about 5 minutes away. About 4 minutes and 30 seconds away from IndieMania beginning. I got the stream ready to go right here. So we'll be getting that going here in a moment. Let's see here. Lots of dooming for this generation. Everyone gets really mad. It's always extremes with people. It's always extremes. I will admit, like, I'm not saying that this was a good change Nintendo made, because it's a mode I don't really care about. That said, it's a mode that now just enables all the courses instead of just one type of course. So I sit back and I go, okay, this is what it was intended to be, whether you like it or not. And is it really the end of the fucking world? I don't think it's the end of the world. Like, is Mario Kart World completely ruined forever for everyone? No. So, like, people just get really loud and really upset. Like, I get upset about things. I have things that upset me. But I don't try to make like a big hullabaloo about it when the thing I'm upset about is mostly something that is just the intended way it's supposed to be done. I could disagree with that intended way, but I'm not gonna like throw like a big hissy fit about it on the internet. You know, like, I covered the story today, but I didn't throw like a huge fit about it. You know? How did you get 3-lap courses online, and can you still manually choose them? A person who had a random, they were the one that won, and then it chose a 3-lap course. Dylan, they didn't get rid of 3-lap courses. All they did is made it so random can be a 3-lap course or an intermission. That's all they did. They just made it so it could be either or. Because before it was only doing 3-lap when that wasn't the intent. The intent was for it to be 3-lap or intermission. That's all they did. They didn't get rid of 3-lap. Some people are acting like they got rid of 3-lap, but they didn't get rid of it. They just made it so any course can be chosen at random, which is kind of what I feel like random should be, because it's random. So to me, I don't know. It's less upsetting of a change. But for some people, I understand. Those people really want a new mode. They want a new mode that's only 3 laps is what they want. The stream would have been better if you could see my Switch screen. Dude, I was playing a 3-lap course in online multiplayer. That's all you have to know. I was in online multiplayer. Someone who picked random got chosen, and it gave us a 3-lap course. That's what just happened. You don't need to see it. It just happened. Nico Spoon, you can literally just go play online matches yourself and see that it does happen. Just got our Switch 2 yesterday. So far, Mario Kart World, just Mario Kart World, but Donkey Kong Bonanza. Direct finally convinced the wife, plus our Nintendo Store pre-order invite came in. Nice. Dylan Man, okay, I was unaware of this bug, and I always thought that they just removed the feature just because they want to piss their player base off. See, Dylan, this is the problem with the internet, and it's not, I'm not saying a problem with you, but a problem with the internet at large is, one, people run headlines that aren't correct, and then stories spread and misinformation gets out there. They did not remove 3-lap. They just made it so random no longer chooses only 3-lap. Because random was choosing only 3-lap. Now it chooses 3-lap or intermission. So, yeah, it was obviously never intended to be that way, since you could manually choose intermission courses. So, anyways, the show is not underway yet. I'm waiting for it to be underway, but it hasn't started. I'm on the show page. I'm literally on the show page. Nothing has started. I'm right here. Nothing has started yet. I'm literally waiting. We are waiting for the show to start. Nothing's happening yet. So I told you guys, we're going to go as soon as it starts. Show hasn't started. I don't know what's going on. I wonder who else is live streaming this today. I know Nintendo Talk is. So we got Nintendo Talk is streaming it. Attack the Backlog is. I am streaming it. Nintendo Land. Me and Nintendo Land have about the same viewers right now. Thunderstash hasn't started his stream yet. Maybe he's waiting for it to start. So the biggest live stream for this right now is Nintendo Talk. And then me and Nintendo Land. It's cool. Glad to give it some attention. There's other people streaming it, of course, as well. Nintendo Land is streaming it, as I said. And 64 Josh is going to be as well. It looks like the only streams I'm seeing even existing on YouTube right now. No, people could be streaming on Twitch as well.
Nerdy Seb says, played DK at Best Buy. Only in handheld LD was fun.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah, it's fun. It gets us to 897. Again, I'm still waiting for the pre-show to start. I don't know what's going on. I'm not Mike Odyssey. It's not my show. It's late. Mike, you're late. Mike. You're late, Mike. It's 10:30. Start the show already. Dude. Eric. Oh, there it is. There it is. We got it. There it is. I mean, it hasn't started yet. Okay, if you were going to do a music starting soon, why wasn't this done like 10 minutes ago, Mike? Come on. Come on, Mike. If you were going to do a music thing like this, you should have did it 10 minutes ago. Nah. Sorry, I'm critical of everything. I'm excited, but I'm critical, you know? Remember when I said start the show already, Eric? I was thinking of the Age of Empires, start the game already! You know, the numbers you can hit in multiplayer? That's what I was thinking about when I said that. You might be the only person in the chat that would get that reference. Monk! I need a monk! Does anyone else play Age of Empires and knows like all the little sound bites you can do in multiplayer? It's hilarious. I love it. I love Age of Empires. Actually, I kind of want to play it now. Now that I'm talking about Age of Empires, I want to go play some AoE 4. Maybe later today. Mania!
what you sow.
All right, we got a long show today, guys. It's like 3+ hours. Here we go. Hopefully it's about to begin. Nope. That song end was just kidding. That was a just kidding ending to the song. The last field of 2 of those giveaways. Is it 2 or 3? I thought 3 of them said, hey, what's your review of the show? Which is just weird. Yeah, tall show. I I didn't make the giveaways stuff. Don't ask me. How Mike's running the giveaways is not how I would be doing the giveaways, but ain't my show. So what matters is we have some good games. That's what I'm here for. I'm here for the games, not the giveaways. Is this a new Mike Odyssey song? What's the name of it? Is it on Apple Music? No. It's an IndieMania only song, if you can't tell. It's for IndieMania only. Those are good questions. You can ask Mike, because I don't fucking know. I have nothing to do with IndieMania other than this live stream, and I'm appearing in the show. I don't know any of the games in the show. I don't know anything about what's about to happen. I don't know anything about what's about to happen. So, this is not my show. This is just look at this. This is like me watching the Game Awards. I don't control anything. I don't know what the fuck's about to go down.
Welcome to the big show. Sweat and tears, now you glow. IndieMania, rise up from below. Feel the beat of what you sow.
Am I saying I'm better than Mike? No, that's not what I said. I said I would run the giveaways differently than Mike does. I would run the giveaways different than he does. That's all I was saying. I don't like the way the giveaways are like the entry forms and how he's doing it. I don't like any of it. I think there's much better ways to do it. But he chose to do it that way, and that's on him. He just made more work for himself as well. I mean, the beat's good on this song. I'll say that. Oh.
Welcome to IndieMania 2025. We are live, and it is time, my friends, to be wowed. Time to, you know what? Don't set your expectations extremely high when it comes to what's that game that everybody's been waiting for every single year, that kind of it's a myth. That's a myth right now. It's that the song. It's a myth. It's a tradition. You know, you have to mention it in the chat so that things can go on. But guess what? It's coming out this year. That's all I can say. It's coming out this year. You'll hear about it very soon. All right. Without further ado, guys, this is IndieMania 2025. I am your host and creator of the show, Mike Odyssey, but this show doesn't come together all by myself. I have my amazing co-host here, Steve Thunderstash Zimmerman. How are you doing, Steve?
Hey, dude, I'm doing awesome. Mike, thanks for having me. I'm just excited to get the show started and, share what we've been building over the last year to spotlight these amazing indie games today.
That's amazing. And of course, you'll catch Paul, the Great Force Network, in the show. He's kind of busy doing interviews and stuff like that. But you know what? This show could have not come together this year without our amazing sponsor, Hyperkin. And we have the amazing honor of being here with the Hyperkin marketing director, Chris. We give everybody names, so I can't just leave you at Chris Carter. Chris, the Great Carter. How are you doing, Chris?
Good. How's it going, IndieMania? Sorry I didn't have a crazy wrestling intro prepared, but
This is so cringe.
I'm doing great. How's IndieMania going?
I love it. It's so
right
cringe.
now we're off to a good start because we have you here with us. I mean, it's truly an honor. thank you so much for supporting indie developers all over the place. Because right now it's all about them. You are just kind of cementing yourself and
Buckle
with
up,
your
we got
legacy
3
as an
hours.
indie, a truly indie company. I want to know about our sponsor, because right now, look, in the mail, I just got these amazing controllers right here. These pixel art controllers, by the way, all of them compatible with Nintendo Switch 2, which is incredible. We got Xbox controller. Look, retro Xbox controller that are truly modern for today's gaming, which is crazy. So if you are the ones that you love the Xbox generation at the beginning, the Duchess. It's called the Duchess. It just reminds me when the Xbox came out, and it's made today. So tell us a little more about Hyperkin.
So here at Hyperkin, we really we started out as a retro hardware and peripheral company.
Mhm.
Our CEO, he absolutely loved retro games, grew up on retro games, and as he grew the company, he's hired just people who are all love retro games.
Yeah.
So that's our foundation. But as we've grown as a company, we've wanted to delve more into modern gaming. So that's why we developed stuff like the Duchess,
Hmm.
which is a modern controller, yet it's a love letter to the original. Excuse me, the secondary original Xbox controller, the S controller. So uh, we really wanted to just give a love letter to all things retro as well as indie games, because games like
I have some
Hollow
Hyperkin
Knight, they all
stuff.
play well with our pixel
I think I
art
have a controller
Um,
in my back
so
office
yeah,
from
that's
Hyperkin.
really what we wanted to do is make a love letter to both retro,
Looking up their
indie,
stuff right
and
now.
modern gaming.
Oh yeah, I got one of their
It's
controllers.
amazing. And talking about the pixel art, this is my go-to controller. Look at this. Steve can tell you. See, what do you think about these controllers?
Yeah, I mean, I absolutely love it. Who doesn't love Kool-Aid?
For
Grew up
real.
on it. Grew up collecting the Kool-Aid points and looking through the catalog back in the day to see
Yeah.
what you could get. So very cool. This is very nostalgic, and
is.
I love that it's a transparent red. Gives me that fantastic vibe.
$40 controller.
Thank
I'm
you,
on the
thank
website.
you. Yeah,
right
that's
now.
kind of going back to our retro roots of,
Yeah.
right here.
just we really try to invoke that
Right
childhood
here.
feel, whether it be like partnering with Kool-Aid, Captain Crunch, your childhood breakfast, your childhood summer drink.
Yeah.
That's really
The
what we
Hyperkin
wanted
controller
to
I
try
have
and
is pretty good,
um,
but I don't have one of
embody.
these retro
So,
ones.
and then also just the transparent translucent colors of the 90s. Growing up, I had the translucent N64, I had a translucent Game Boy, I had all of it. Like,
Yeah,
so
I have a
if you
GameCube
really
Hyperkin
look at like a
controller.
lot of our products, we really stuck with that translucent appeal, because it doesn't seem like really anybody's making translucent anything anymore, and
Yeah,
we're like,
right?
we have to do that. We have to keep up with the translucent. And we also wanted to give everybody just like a modern way to play retro games.
Yeah.
It's really hard now. Like, yeah, you could buy a bunch of converters, you can buy a bunch of adapters, and there are
Oh,
some
here, let me
really,
fix my
really nice adapters that make
Taskbar thing.
these games look fantastic,
There we go.
but none of them are as simple as plug and play. And not a lot of people still have CRT TVs.
Mm.
So we wanted to make retro more accessible, so you can relive that childhood dream, that childhood nostalgia, without having to break the bank or break your back trying to carry a CRT around.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah, and speaking about bringing retro back, I mean, they sent me this. I'm so excited about this. It's called the Retron 5. I mean, I want you guys to look at this. This is incredible. This is a Game Boy Advance, a Super Nintendo, an NES, a Sega Genesis, and a Famicom system all at once, physical. So if you own the physical version of these games, you could play on the Retron 5 by Hyperkin, which is crazy. You know what? It motivates me to kind of, I want to go to my flea market and go hunting for video games, the physical versions, just so that I can play them all on the Retron 5. So how did you guys come up with that, and what inspired you to create this amazing console?
So that one, I'm not gonna lie, that was made like way before my time. But the idea behind it was to just make an all-in-one console. You know, I myself have a really large retro collection, and having all the original consoles is cool, but trying to hook them up, play them, you know, when I'm in a Genesis mood and want to play a Genesis game, but then I'm like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna play Super Nintendo or I want to play Game Boy. It's can be a pain, and having to plug all those consoles in or unplugging, replugging. So we just wanted to make an all-in-one solution, and we also wanted to make a solution for because Japanese games are really accessible, where you don't even really need to know Japanese to play them, like games like Gradius and stuff. But we also have, as Thunderstash had pointed out earlier before we started the show, you can do translation patches onto Japanese.
What's up, Paul?
games.
How you doing?
So right now the retro market is booming, and a lot of these games are getting like more and more expensive. But the Japanese counterparts are relatively inexpensive. So that's what one of the big things we wanted to make a universal console to play games from any region, in any language, and it be accessible to everybody.
That's just fantastic. And I mean, guys, if you love retro, if you love physical, that is the perfect combination. Hyperkin.com is a place to be. They have an amazing line of accessories, and their lineup, basically, they have new accessories for Switch 2 as well. So if you just bought your Nintendo Switch 2, that's a great place to go to get accessories. These controllers right here, these amazing, like pixel art controllers, as you can see here, I do have my, where's my Kool-Aid go? My Kool-Aid went somewhere, but my Kool-Aid controller is my go-to controller to play NSO games online for Super Nintendo, for NES, and even for other games, because it has everything you need to play any game whatsoever. And they're compatible with Switch 2 as well, so go and pick yours up today. Thank you so much, Chris. Once more time, thank you so much, Hyperkin, for sponsoring this showcase. And on behalf of all of the developers that we are about to showcase today, thank you so much for your support. Again, guys, the IndieMania Game of the Year award includes a custom-made Hyperkin controller in the theme of the winning game for the award ceremony. So, and we're gonna see Chris with his tux and everything back there, in a suitcase, and some I think a handcuff, right? The handcuff to the suitcase, and arriving in a helicopter. I'm making everything like a video game.
I'm gonna ride in on a shark.
So thank you so much for being with us, Chris, and thank you once again, Hyperkin, for sponsoring this show. And I cannot wait to show you guys what we have in store. But before we got two more things to show you before we enter the amazing show, and it's a sit down with amazing developers. I'm gonna go ahead and send it over to Paul Guild Network right now, who is sitting down with none other than Way Forward Studios. Let's go ahead and go over and send it over to Paul.
Hey, this is Paul Gale Network with IndieMania 2025. I am here at Way Forward Studios with Voldy, Matt, and Adam. How are y'all doing
Not to
today?
interrupt, Paul. Not to interrupt, Paul.
Thank you so much for being a part
Why
of IndieMania.
is none of this centered? Am I the only one bothered by this? Nothing in this pre-show is centered. Everything's either to the left or right.
Asking Matt a question, you know, directing Shantae Advance and
So,
Sigma Star
is anyone else
DX
bothered by that? It's really like throwing me off.
Juggling two different universes simultaneously. What's one unexpected skill or habit you've developed to keep both projects' distinct energies in check? And did it influence your daily life at all?
Yeah, well, thankfully it wasn't too much juggling, because the one Shantae Advance was mostly done. It was done. My work on it was mostly done, and it was in QA before I got too deep into Sigma Star Saga. So Sigma Star Saga DX. So, but both of them are interesting because they're both these like time capsule games. So going back and working on, with Mike Straggy, the original programmer of our GBA tech, and the Shantae Advanced programmer, we got to work together, go back, reopen our code. Well, his code. I don't program anything.
Yeah.
More art side.
Gotta get the lightning bolt graphic in the shot.
I have a pretty easy time keeping different universes of different fictional things separate to me because the characters kind of.
I keep
don't know
thinking
if
like my
it's
video
sort of
stream is
outside
broken.
the
Why
world,
is
so I
nothing
can sort of
centered?
Keep those distinct. But yeah, I think if anything, I was more familiar with Shantae. Shantae's been like nonstop for the most part for all of this time for 20 years. Sigma Star Saga was one moment in time and then sort of put aside, and then I don't typically go back to it. I don't revisit those characters for any reason, So I kind of had to go back and get reacquainted, like what was going on with these characters at that. Why were they written the way? I mean, you probably remember some of the things.
20 years ago.
Yeah, it's like, well, what were we watching? What was on TV? What were we reading? What movies were out? What influenced these characters to become the characters that they are? Because they weren't just spawned out of nothing. They kind of are a product of their day. So that was a little bit challenging. So I guess that's it. One of them had to get the whole characters and their, existence brought back up to speed. The other ones I was familiar with because it's like, the characters I feel like I get to work with every day.
Oh, that's cool.
Right.
Voldy, for WayForward's 35th anniversary, it's a huge deal. And I'm proud of you all, and I'm excited to see what you have going forward. Looking back, what's one game or project from the early days that you think deserves a modern revival like Sigma Star Saga DX? And why would it resonate with today's gamer?
Just one game? I would like all of them.
All right,
Name a few.
Pick a dozen.
Okay, so do you mean like ones that would also get a physical re-release, like a physical GBA cart, or just a modern console port?
I like the idea of you answering both questions because physical is pretty awesome, but yeah, let's go with both.
Okay, well, one that we actually get quite a lot of people asking about is Wendy Every Which Way with Wendy the Witch.
Game Boy Color.
Yeah, that was Game Boy Color. So that one would have to be on the list. But one of my personal favorites is Godzilla Domination for GBA, and then another, I guess, lesser known gem is the Justice League Flash game that Adam directed.
That's a good game.
It was really good, and I feel like
one.
it wasn't as widely recognized. I'm not sure why. Like it wasn't, but anyway, that would be a good one. But if I had to pick just one, I'd probably go with Godzilla Domination because I remember we spent a lot of time getting the multiplayer working, and used a link cable. And I don't have any stats on this, but I would imagine that it's kind of a hassle to set up. I think it probably didn't get played in a multiplayer setting as much as it should have.
Deserve to.
Yeah, exactly. So, and I mean, for the GBA Kart re-release, that would still be the case. But for the modern console port, all consoles now support multiplayer with no problem. So I think I'd like to see that one if I had to pick just one.
Easier to see your creative vision realized thanks to modern tech.
Oh, well, okay. One thing I should add, I know you didn't ask this, but I would love to do.
And that's it for the interview. You're going to have to watch the entire interview right after the show. That's just a little bit of a teaser because, they have an amazing interview, Paul and the Way Forward crew.
What? Okay.
I watched the interview. It's incredible. It'll be available right after the show, and you do not want to miss that.
That was such a hard
answer that Voldy was just about to talk about. You don't want to miss that either. It was amazing. Thank you so much, Way Forward, and shout out to Way Forward who is in the chat right now with us.
God, that scared
during
me.
this
My heart,
live
stopped.
pre-show. Now we have one more interview here, one more sit down that we just had, and I think I'm going to go ahead and send to Steve. Steve, who did you sit down with, and what can you tell us about
Holy
crap. Yeah, actually, I had the pleasure of sitting down with Justin Silverman, the creative director at Retroware, to just talk about his fascinating career and the incredible work they're doing in retro modern gaming.
Wow.
Don't
Let's
don't
go
jump
ahead
scare
and
me
go
again,
over
Mike.
to that interview
Mike,
right now.
no more jump scares, Mike. No more jump scares, please.
Welcome, Justin
Please.
Silverman, to the IndieMania pre-show. And we have some great interview questions we're going to go over with you today. And I read these questions before, and I got to say that it's very interesting. So I can't wait to actually hear your answers for all of these questions.
Sure.
So I'll kick it off. And your journey from NFL films, which again, that was surprising, to creating indie games with Screenwave Media is quite the leap. What sparked your transition from editing sports footage to diving into the wild world of indie game development?
Yeah, I mean, I went to school for 3D animation like 20 years ago, and while I was in school, I just fell more in love with doing film stuff and editing and that sort of, because I was always the guy in my crew when we were doing like Jackass style videos in high school where I'd be filming and editing and doing all that. So I wanted to, I guess keep doing that. I got an internship at NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. I was at Rutgers in New Jersey, so close enough, and got that internship. They brought me on full-time as an assistant editor, and then after the financial strains of the 2008, 2009, they eventually let go of all their freelancer types and rearranged and stuff. So I pivoted to doing like graphic design stuff, but this whole time, I've known James Rolfe since film school. I was doing my own YouTube show on the side. I just kind of threw all my energy at the YouTube stuff, which led getting linked up with Screenwave Media, working there as, doing the MCN YouTube thing.
Hey,
and when
that's
they started
me.
doing games and eventually put Retroware together. And now I'm kind of in charge of the marketing and a lot of the creative stuff here. It was just kind of like 1, 2, 3. But I think some of the things I learned when working with the NFL and it being this big corporation and dealing with clients and things that we tend to deal with in this community and different events and stuff like that, it kind of works. I'm good never having to watch a football game again because, every Sunday I have to watch every single one or edit them or whatever. But during that time, I got to do some other stuff too. Like I edited a Jason Statham movie back then. NFL Films is more of a production house in it, because they need to do stuff when there's no football season. So I did a lot when I was there and learned a lot. And some of those things I still bring to this day because I still try and edit some of our YouTube content and try and keep sharp on that. Or when I was producing Cinemassacre and AVGN and stuff like that. So, it's been 20 years, but I guess I've jumped a few or 5 places. But, it's been a good time. Right.
So at Screenwave Media, of course, you wear many hats: creative director, producer, and even actor in projects like The Angry Video Game Nerd.
Yeah.
So what's the most unexpected skill you've picked up while juggling all of these roles?
Unexpected skill. I think most of my skills, even though I can edit and act kind of and produce and all these other things, I think mostly the soft skills and the people skills and making friends and all that kind of stuff and getting to all the events and being in the community for like 15, 20 years is probably the most important thing. I wouldn't say anything surprising, but I definitely work as much as possible. But I also don't really see it as work either. Like a few days ago, I was in Pittsburgh at Mega Cat Studios. They're helping us make the new AVGN game. And they said, how many hours do you work a day? I'm like, I don't really log them, but it's probably like a lot, but it's pretty stress-free and it's fun and entertaining for me. And most things, roll off my back anyway. So it's not too crazy, but I guess that's the other thing is just how you handle stress. And if you want to even call it that, is probably the most important skill you can have or learn, or what I've brought into every project that I work on.
So your YouTube channels, Underbelly and Silvermania, they have a cult following for their quirky game content. What's the weirdest or most memorable fan interaction you've had that sort of sums up the vibe of your community?
Great question.
And to catch the answer for that amazing
Jump scare.
question, you're going to have to tune in after the IndieMania
Jesus, what a
show
jump
because I'm
scare.
telling you, Man, this is one of the
Oh
one,
my
one of my favorite
God.
interviews out there. Steve, amazing work with this interview. And guys, you
Jesus.
want to catch this interview in its entirety right after the show.
Like, I
So these
knew it
both
was coming.
amazing interviews with Way Forward
And I
and
still got
with the
scared.
one with Justin Silverman will be available on
Oh,
the
man.
IndieMania YouTube channel.
I'm like, man, what a
after
great question.
the show
Jump
in its
scare.
entirety. So you'll have a lot of content
Oh, man.
to sit back, relax, grab some popcorn, get a drink, and enjoy these amazing interviews. My friends, it is now time. It is now time to change the game. But before we change the game, I want to propose something out there, because right now what we're doing in this show, it's yeah, we are here in front of the camera, and we're type of kind of like the face of IndieMania, but the heart of IndieMania is every single developer here today. We have developers from all walks of life, people introducing their very first game, developers waiting years to introduce their games to a platform. We have developers who have their trailers for years with little views on YouTube or on X and have never been part of a showcase like this, and they're introducing their show and their games for the first time here. I want to propose something. And if you are an indie game showrunner,
Mike, I will not marry you.
I am proposing something. And I wasn't going to say this, but I want to say it now. Next year, let's do IndieMania Week, where we put together not just one showcase, but many showcases from different showcase runners out there, and create an event entirely focused around indie games. Because right now there are many showcases out there. There's many showcases out there. They're all doing their own thing. But did you know that there's strength in unity? And I'm not just talking about the software you use to create your games. There is strength in unity. So I am proposing that we come together maybe next summer and we bring all of these showcases back to back in an IndieMania Week celebration. We'll kick off the showcase with our maybe 30 to 40 minute showcase. Then after the next day, we have another one. Then our own very summer game fest, shout out to Jeff Keighley, but dedicated around indie gaming. And not only that, but with the IndieMania championship belt surrounding the event, where any of these developers and any of these showcases can take the belt home. If you are a showrunner, reach out. Let's talk, because it's time to change the game. Do you agree, Steve?
Absolutely. I'm ready. I think it's game time, man.
It's game time. Without further ado, I present to you IndieMania 2025, brought to you by Hyperkin. Let's game.
Let's get to the show.
Developers have transformed gaming. Their bold ideas forging masterpieces that inspire the world. Today, we honor that legacy, ready to elevate indie gaming to new heights. Their vision, resilience, and creativity have led us here, where indie gaming stands as a pillar to innovation.
I'm Paul Gale, and we're amplifying their legacy with a revolution that shakes the industry. IndieMania is here to honor the indie giants who have reshaped gaming. Let's celebrate these creators.
The indie spirit's unstoppable, and we're showcasing their brilliance. I'm Steve Zimmerman, rallying behind these developers to redefine gaming's future. Join the uprising. Let's go.
I love that.
I'm Mike Odyssey.
Join
and
the
this
uprising.
is IndieMania 2025, brought to you by Hyperkin. Let's game.
In a world where pixel power is overshadowed by billion-dollar budgets, three rebels have done the unthinkable. Mike Odyssey, Paul Gale, Steve Zimmerman. They didn't just start a podcast. They digitized themselves and jacked into the system. Their mission: infiltrate the gaming establishment, unlock the vaults, and set free the greatest indie games the world has never seen. Armed with nothing but passion, a few lines of sketchy code, and questionable snacks. They've got 2 hours to break through the firewalls of mediocrity and ignite a revolution one trailer at a time, and somewhere deep in the code, a legendary artifact awaits. The IndieMania Game of the Year Championship belt. Its power? Unknown. Its destiny?
Should make a Schwartz joke right now.
Undeniable.
Make a Schwartz joke,
This
Mike.
Is IndieMania.
Make a Schwartz joke, Mike. We need the
Brought to
power of the
you
Schwartz.
by Hyperkin.
Come on. Ah, damn.
Okay, I read the script. Now, who's in charge of my paycheck? I was promised a lifetime access to the snack vault and a Hyperkin mug. Mike, where's my mug, Mike? Also, pretty sure digitizing yourself voids your health insurance.
Paul, Steve, are we in yet?
Almost, Mike.
Yeah, Mike, we're almost in. And now.
All right. Wait. Where are we? This is not the mainframe.
Looks like CRTVs. Did we hijack the airways?
Oh, shoot, my bad, guys. I entered XY square B.
Wait, did you say B? Steve, it's square E. Sorry, folks, we're a bit off right now, but hey, I found this digital file here. It's called Lord of Ravage by developer Synthetic Domain. Releasing it now.
They told us
All right, a game finally.
strength
Here we go.
was never to be ours. That we must abandon the gods. They told us to embrace our fate. But only a fool refuses a divine blessing. Only a fool would let slip the reins of their destiny. Too long have I listened to what they tell us. Now I shall speak. Now the gods shall speak.
Lords of Ravage, Dread Knights. Don't worry, I read it for you. Play for free on
Sorry,
Steam.
guys. It was supposed to lead us on a bigger stage, but code BIGN 5925 bailed on us. But I did find this digital file. It's called Ungaland by Mev Studio, releasing it now.
Why even bring that up? Why even bring that up? Oh my.
I found these files, but the system's shaky, Mike. Pushing through.
Go ahead, release them.
Horror is ahead.
Oh, hello. I didn't see you there.
Does this return to
It's
Zork?
me, Nick Lives from Night Signal Entertainment.
Okay.
And our next game that we're working on with Gray Alien Games is called Forbidden
This
Solitude.
literally reminds me of Zork
It's a
so much.
dark, FMV-inspired
It's an FMV game. That makes sense.
dungeon solitaire game. It's a very scary
That makes
game,
sense.
so
It's an
tell your
FMV game.
children
Okay.
to leave the room now before this trailer plays. Now enjoy the trailer for Forbidden Solitaire.
From the creators of Ancient Enemy and Home Safety Hotline
Gathered in protest of a controversial new video game.
comes a state-of-the-art
Another strange death was reported.
CD-ROM experience.
No reason for it to be this violent. It's f***ing solitaire.
Forbidden Solitaire.
No!
Join us over the airwaves to discover an unusual event in Spain which occurred in the village of Solana de Calatrava.
My God, my head. Did I faint? I don't remember changing my clothes.
His front door and all the windows of his house had been sealed up with concrete. Someone had placed strange riddles in every room and had left instructions that by solving them, he could escape from his confinement.
What is all this madness? Am I dreaming?
But he wasn't alone at home, for he was accompanied by a strange entity who wouldn't stop chasing him. This is how Marcus's diaries describe his agony during 8 long weeks until his death. Not from starvation, but from
I'm actually
intense
into
gut
this game.
terror.
And in fact, if I were you,
The
I
transference.
wouldn't bother trying to get out of here.
I'm gonna go wish list that right now. I'm gonna wish list this one right now. Transference. I'm wish listing literally right now. Oh, I gotta log into Steam first. Whoops. Let me get logged in here. Wish listing right now. Oh. I have to go unlock my account. Every time I log into Steam, it always locks my account. Now I'm in. Gotta get this wish list in. Add to wish list. Wish list obtained. I hope there's some games for Switch. I agree. I hope there's some Switch games. I'm sure there's probably some games in here for Switch. I hope. There probably is. Ruffy's on Switch. So, and I know that's in the show. So. VR game? Looks like a VR game. Just with a hand thing. Yeah, speaking of Ruffy, I'm gonna go buy it right now. Thanks for reminding me, Paul. I'm gonna go buy Ruffy right now. The kids can come back now. Come on. I'm gonna go get Ruffy right now.
Wait. Oh, okay. This is not the mainframe. Update, Paul.
Rerouting. We're in an arcade database glitching machines.
It's on sale right now. Launch day sale, 10% off.
It's called
$18.99.
Paper Clay by
$17.99,
developer
sorry.
Cat.
It's on sale right now. I'm buying it right now.
Check, where are we? I know, right? It's huge.
All right.
Whoa. Nugget?
And there it is.
This.
Ruffy's downloading and installing right now,
I can
baby.
get used to this
Hell yeah.
adventure.
I'm gonna play that later.
Oh, visitors! How thrilling!
My. What do we have here? Are you lost?
This is our chance, Nugget. The smell of adventure is in the air. Let's go!
That's an interesting one. Out now on Steam, Paper Clay.
Look, Toto! A flying ship! It's a flying ship!
What?
I told you! I knew I wasn't crazy!
Wow, nice find, Steve. How about we flood the entire arcade? Release them all.
The cleavage was the weak point. Really? Abyss X0. Okay. Look good. I got my Steam open. I'm ready to wish list more games.
Eternal punishment.
I'm ready.
Has its true essence been captured? You shall finally shape it.
This reminds me of Monty Python.
That's my task.
Anyone else getting Monty Python vibes from the art style?
To unleash your darkest imaginings and bring your creations to life. Seal your path.
It's a very Monty Python art style if you watch their movies.
Hedonists, nihilists, all sinners will belong to your canvas infernum.
Cool. Yeah, it kind of like reminds me of Slay the Spire. It's that style of game for sure. It's definitely a very similar style. Oh, Steam is massive. Steam probably has the biggest total player base in the world. Let me look that up. The player base on Steam. 132 million active users every month with 69 million active daily. Yeah. They have the largest audience. Their platform has the largest audience. So yeah,
Hi
Steam's
there,
huge.
my name is Quiver. My name's The Loaded Guy. And we're two teenage video game developers from the UK developing a unique and comedic turn-based RPG called Stone.
We would like to give a huge thank you to IndieMania for hosting us this summer and allowing us to show off our game.
Stone is inspired by many critically acclaimed RPGs that have come before us, such as Undertale, Deltarune, South Park The Stick of Truth, and One Shot. It's about three stoners who gain magical powers from the soul of an ancient cosmic wizard and find out that they have a huge part in a prophecy to resurrect the wizard so that he can bring eternal peace to Earth. However, since our heroes are too lazy to put in the time and effort in order to do that, they instead decide to go on an adventure to collect three magical stones that can be used in a ritual to remove the soul from their bodies, and along the way shenanigans will ensue.
Our goal with Stone is to create a game with an absurd but surprisingly emotional story, as well as unique turn-based battle mechanics to avoid the monotony and luck-based nature of traditional turn-based RPGs.
We and our team have been working on this game for 8 months now, as well as having to balance this and academic responsibilities and exams.
Our entire team have put a lot of time and effort into this project to deliver the best game we can. We hope that you'll enjoy playing it as much as we enjoy making it.
Without further ado, we hope you enjoyed this first and unique look at the gameplay and world of Stone, and thank you IndieMania for having us.
Okay. I'm so stoned. That's what they meant by stoned. Stoner game, baby. I gotta get high for this. Should I get the eddies out? We might need the edible. In honor of the stoner game. That's a freebie for you guys. Did not expect a stoner game in this showcase. No, I'm not having 10 of them. No, we're not trying to get that crazy. I still got my son's got a game tonight and a whole bunch of stuff going on. Just one little 5 milligram one.
visage.
Sorry about that. Just got good news from my fiance. She just got her job back. So yay! Her job at Amazon, she got it back. That's why I had to step away. So she was like really excited to talk to me about it. So that's why I had to step away. Did I miss some cool games? What did I miss? What games did I miss while I stepped away? I missed the Pokemon trailer. Or a Pokermon. Sorry, a Pokermon trailer. We saw Citadrill for a second time. Okay. This is like an interesting card-based game. Kind of different. This looks kind of different. They repeated the trailer twice. Whoops. Well, mistakes happen. And they're probably happy. They got twice the airtime. Cooking game. Feed the hungry horrors. So a card-based cooking game. Stop making me hungry. I am getting hungry. It is lunchtime, I suppose. I won't eat till after the show, so it'll be all good. Have a salad or something. Music, man. Dude, I might wish list this just for the music. Give me the title of the game at the end, man. I love this music. Hungry Horrors. They have a demo. I'm gonna wish list the main game, then I'll maybe download the demo.
Oh, Steve, by any chance do you know how to remove static from clothing? This is nuts.
All right, it looks like we're gaining ground, friends. Steve, where are we?
Guys, we're at a rental store, and I'm like being flooded with memories right now.
Decrypted files, Mike, including this digital file. It's Void Martyrs by Mac and Cheese Games.
Mac and cheese. Mac and cheese.
May the Lord protect me from the evil within. Sacred duty, guide my way.
Yeah, I like mac and cheese as well. To be completely honest, I can go for some mac. What's up, Clumsy Bear Studio? How you doing? Oh, you're the guys with the Hungry Horrors. Yeah, dude, that music was sick. I literally went and wishlisted it. Show you right here. See? Added to my wish list. Had to. That music was sick. The gameplay looks good too, but dude, the music had me hooked. I'll probably download the demo later. I got my Steam wish list up ready to go. Hey, congrats, Gamebird.
Battleman is a point-and-click inspired beat-em-up game that's focusing heavily
Beat 'em
on
up
the
game?
characters. Set in the 1920s
I like beat 'em ups.
here in Halifax, Nova Scotia, where we are based.
The whole genre.
You
Love
play as
it.
Bruce McKenzie, a henchman for the local bootlegging kingpin. On the day of your return to the town after 2 years of absence, your boss gets killed.
Bruce must navigate his city and meet the various people who live throughout it in order to uncover the identity of his boss's murderer. He has help from a nosy reporter in town and a seemingly out of work, formerly famous actress, and a handful of other colorful folks.
What is this, like a 1950s, 1960s
treacherous
style?
Political, socioeconomic strata of the town, and all of that is done through a sort of noir comic lens.
Yeah, the noir, that's
clear
what.
line
yeah.
style of the like Belgian and French comics from the 20s and 30s.
The unique part about this is the blending of that adventure-style game and a beat-em-up, which is more fast-paced, very action-oriented. People who grew up on point-and-click games, adventure games, will feel right at home with exploring the town, finding your own ways through it, not being guided through the story, but having to think about what to do next, how to tackle next. That beat-em-up style gameplay appears from time to time to break up the walking around and exploring.
The more that we learned about Halifax, the more we learned about the history and sort of dug through the various stories, pretty much every block was rife with high drama of some form. Exciting tales of triumph or some form of corruption. Halifax as a city appeared to be the medium through which powerful entities exerted their power.
The comic style, the clear line style, we've got a lot of artist inspiration that we've been drawing on for the visual style of the game, from Herge, Yves Chaland, Ted Benoit, Floch. Jack Mosley is the Smiling Jack artist. Fletcher Hanks in there. I love the underground stuff. But we've been sort of trying to find the through line for all of that. A big part of it is the color. I'm a big proponent of bright, colorful stuff. I'm not a fan of too much grittiness or gray steel sort of wash that a lot of games sometimes get. I feel like when you walk down the street in Button Man, things are moving, it feels lively. Get on my soapbox to advocate for cartoons. I think cartoons are good. I think they're important. Is attempting to showcase what I think a good cartoon does, which is the real world through a little bit simpler of a lens, but that doesn't make it any less complicated.
That art style really let us capture that, Halifax is a very vibrant town, it's a very colorful town. So it needed that edge with the art style. As we found the style, this game started becoming less about just being a noir detective, gritty story, and more about a period piece.
We're sitting on a fertile ground in this city that we're living. Wow, we could actually tell a story about the city as a character almost.
This is a love letter for myself to the city. This is a place that accepted me, a place that I found.
That's interesting.
Home in. This is a place that means a lot to me. And I hope that whoever plays it, or that they come to experience Halifax as fictional as we make it, it is still the heart of Halifax inside it. And I hope people can really, really feel it when they play.
Yeah, Mr. Black, we knew about the Star-Crossed World thing.
Mayday! Mayday!
Commander, your squad has failed the objective. Mace commanders do not fail. Commencing redeployment. Initial assets will be limited. Success depends on how well you develop and adapt them. Issue your commands. They will interpret them to the best of their limited understanding. They are humans, after all. Do not be alarmed by their screams for help. All casualties are deemed acceptable, as long as the objective is successful. At the end of the day, if they perish, you can always start anew, better prepared and more experienced than before.
I don't want to die like this.
Damn, you're treating humans like lab rats. What the hell? tactical action here. All right. Inbound tactics. Battle. Why is there no audio? Why is there no audio? Okay. The audio's back. It's back. Okay. Nothing I can do about it. It's back. All right. Temporary blip in the matrix, guys. Temporary blip in the matrix. Crypt robbery, huh? Mama. Mama, my time has come. Send shivers down my spine. Body's aching all the time. Sorry, I couldn't help it. That's all that came to my mind. I won't make your ears bleed with any more singing. Maybe. anomaly detected. Oh, naked people. Might want to M-rate this stream. I might need to age gate this stream. Didn't realize we were gonna have nudity.
Well, I just stumbled upon some inspiring finds. Let's honor them. I'll release them.
Look, they showed some titties. Look, I like titties.
My name is Samir Ahmed.
I ain't complaining. Oh, man.
I built a life here.
That's not me, is it?
A home.
Am I lagging when that happens, or is it their stream?
family.
Like when that... Yeah, is this me or is this them?
A cafe filled with stories and warmth.
Yeah, is this their stream or is this me?
In this city, I had everything I ever dreamed of.
I'm just asking you guys if I'm
Until one
lagging or if it's
morning,
just their stream.
Everything changed.
Oh, okay, it's the stream. All right. Okay.
And nothing was ever the same again.
Thank you guys. I was just making sure it wasn't my internet wasn't doing stupid shit. All right. Cafe New York. Dude, this music's... Dude, I don't know what it is with the music in the games today, man. The music's really getting me. Music by Ali LV. Turn into a paper airplane. Fold your way. Boat. Star. Ninja star thing. Kind of an interesting concept. A platformer game. Origami, a paper adventure. Kind of a different take on the word origami. Cool. It looks very interesting.
All right, guys, we are close. Paul, break it.
Got it, Mike.
What?
A mainframe.
Why is Paul
Upgraded systems.
the only one
This
not
digital
like...
file is Daruga by Shinvok Art Vision.
What? Mike and Stash had like a Snapchat filter on him and Paul didn't. Did Paul break the Matrix? You broke the Matrix, didn't you, Paul? You broke the Matrix, you can tell me. Be honest.
More files coming, guys. This is
And
action packed.
Now it's just Mike. They're breaking the Matrix. Steve and Paul have now broke the Matrix. Mike's the only one left stuck. I'm not streaming tonight, Joycey. My son has a game at 8 p.m., so I won't even be home till like 10 or 11. Probably like 10, but yeah, I won't be streaming tonight. I took the gummy because of the stoner game, but it had nothing to do. We didn't earn a gummy. We didn't earn a gummy. I just took a gummy because of the stoner game. I was like, hey, not a bad idea. I'm still here for another 4 hours. Yeah, Paul, you broke that Matrix, man. I can't help it, Joycey. There was a stoner game. Did not expect nudity and stoner games today. I'm being completely surprised. I love it. Tits and ass and getting high. Seems like a great day, to be honest. Regardless of what other games are shown in this event. I got tits and ass and getting high. You know what I mean? That seems like a good day. Of course the tits and ass game is on Switch. Haven't you seen all the hentai games? Dude, if there's tits and ass, it's guaranteed to be on Switch. We should know this by now. Switch is #1 platform for TNA. My podcast lollipop. We gotta have togas as well. We need togas. Nintendo podcast togas. Or Mecha Animals. Cool. Oh, baby, baby.
Anomaly detected. Hyper slice.
surprised.
I like the art style. Paul Gale would be our first customer. Yeah, we gotta get Paul Gale that Nintendo Byte loincloth. Then he's just gotta wear the DK, the DK tie, and then he can do it in one of his shorts. Nothing but the loincloth and the tie. Oh man. You can host Loincloth Mania next year? Oh my god. Oh, too funny. Assless chaps.
You will learn to fear me, and then you will die. That's right. You will die.
See, I can do it too. Interesting game. In a realm where feudal customs and modernity. I like this hand-drawn art style. Yeah, you got the black and white hand-drawn art style. Comic book base, obviously. I like this. I like this. I wonder what this game is called. Get my wish list ready. Art of Blades. Yeah, there it is. $8. The game's out right now. You can buy it right now. Nice. Came out on May 23rd.
All right, guys, let's crash their defenses.
Mike is still stuck in the Matrix. Steve and Paul broke free. Mike is still stuck. Evolution, my natural selection. Oh my god. Is this? Oh my god. Are they fucking right now? What is happening? A game about natural. It's okay. Maybe the TNA got me on this thought process. I hear natural selection. I start thinking evolution, which usually involves sex. Just this is kind of cool though. It's almost like you're building it's like a build mode where you're building a coral reef or something. Yeah, you're like building a coral reef here. This is a pretty neat game. Just like the concept here, you're building ecosystem. You're building a coral reef. I'm gonna look that up. I'll get that on my wish list at least right now. It's $20. Came out last year.
Hi, IndieMania. It's Amber Scott with Only by Midnight. Last year, we showed you our announcement trailer for Control-Alt-Deal. This year, we're back with an exclusive look at a new area we've designed for the game, the intermission. In Control-Alt-Deal, you play as the sentient AI Scout who's trying to escape from an evil megacorp. In order to escape, you have to spy on humans, make deals with them, and try to win them to your cause. If you make enough deals with the right humans, maybe you can escape from this place. After each scenario is completed, you now go to a special area called the intermission, where you get to talk to different humans and decide which mission you'll undertake next. Here in the intermission, humans will appear on the floating cyber ocean and make their case to you. Each one has a particular mission that they think is really important and they want Scouts' help with. It's up to you to talk to each of the humans, decide who you want to help, maybe who will be the most effective ally for you. You can also talk to gatekeepers that you've previously recruited. Maybe some of them will have useful things to say, or even offer you special powers that can help you in your quest to escape from Paperclip. We're looking to launch Control-Alt-Deal this summer with an official launch date coming soon. We'll be releasing on PC, Xbox, PlayStation, and Nintendo Switch. Thanks so much for watching and enjoy IndieMania. Increase your Dude, you got some Mega Man style action for a moment. Dude, this game looks badass. You get a hot tub there. Lucid. Hey, it's coming to Switch. Look at that. Lucid.
Hey everyone, Eric of the Matt Black Studio here.
Lucid.
Thank you very much for watching this Lucid trailer.
Lucid is a game that I've been making for a while now, and it's
We'll
inspired
go
by the
D-Shop
games
right
I've
now.
played growing up. Games like Super Metroid, Mega Man X, and A Legend of Zelda, with some modern classics as well, such as Celeste and
I'm gonna have Lucid right now.
If Lucid looks like a game that you'd like to play, please consider supporting this small indie dev by adding Lucid to your Steam wishlist today. It would mean the absolute world to me. Thank you so much, and have a good one.
It is not listed on the eShop yet.
Let's go.
Dog. Hell yeah. Give me that old school Duke Nukem vibe, baby. Yeah, dude, Nukem, Boom, Doom, Wolfenstein back in the day. Like that, that's good. Retro Blazer. Add that one to the wish list. Uh-oh. My Steam page is frozen. The Steam servers are having problems. Damn. Yeah, I just got a error code from the Steam servers. Damn it. Well, nothing I can do about it. In 10 byte, will be bringing the power of the sex appeal to PAX West this year. We hope to see some of you there. And some of these sick IndieMania indies. Dude, we probably should bring some like Nintendo by merch with us and just hand them out to random people that come up and talk to us. Oh, you want a t-shirt? Ah, you want that pint glass, don't you? I gotta buy a bunch. It's expensive. You know, I don't get a discount on the merch. I pay the same price as everyone else does. Ugh. Well, we should, I get a dozen shirts or something. Different sizes, a dozen shirts. At least some shirts.
Hold it right there, rebels. Before we breach the next data vault and unleash more pixel-powered mayhem, we've got a mandatory segment from our overlords. Our super-duper, incredibly generous show and giveaway sponsors. Yeah, that should fix it. Nailed it. These legends help keep the resistance running,
Giveaway
fueling
links
our
are in the
snacks,
description.
our servers, and Paul's weekly RGB light show. So sit back, charge your Hyperkin
Paul's
controllers,
weekly RGB lights.
and enjoy this very important, totally not forced, mid-show moment of gratitude. It's Sponsor Side Stories.
You know, I need a new Xbox controller. I do need a new Xbox controller. How much are the Hyperkin Xbox controllers? I need a new series. Controller. Like anywhere between like 30 and 50 bucks. That's all Walmart I want. Do you have any wireless ones? I don't see any wireless ones. They're all wired. Damn. I was hoping there'd be a wireless one.
So you're really into video games and want to be a real world warrior, huh? You think you have what it takes to train hard like your favorite characters. You know, the journey may start off at a simple crawl, but these trials and tribulations come with all sorts of unexpected twists and turns, like thorns, sharp rocks, and, all sorts of other bugs and critters and stuff. However, just maybe you'll be able to reach the summit and pull off your very own Shoryuken! Or maybe you'll snap back into reality and realize that
back
Udon
to reality.
Entertainment has got
There
you
goes
covered.
gravity.
You don't have to
Sorry.
climb a mountain like this guy did. Instead, just follow IndieMania on YouTube and X so you can be entered in to win one of 20
Playboys.
prizes. Thanks, Eric Ko and all at Udon for hooking us up.
He's just stealing one. Hey, piggies!
Welcome to the world of Figgy's fun, double-sided. There's more than one, no shelf space, no worries here. Stick 'em anywhere, far or near. Figgy's magic all around. Collect and share joy on them. Gold, silver, bronze, a chase the light. Hidden treasure shining bright. Scan the QR, log each find. Every piece is one of a kind. Figgy's points and prizes too. A world of wonder, all brand new. Figgy's magic all around. The app reveals what's lost and found. Feel your pieces, see what's missed. Build your dream, complete the list. Figgy's joy with every piece. Figgy's magic all around.
AverMedia's got good products. Absolutely. Yeah. I got 2 AverMedia products being used on my set literally right now. They make good stuff. Not a sponsor or anything. I literally just use their stuff. It's good stuff.
Hold on, friends. X, Y, dash, dash, square, E. Yes! We're in the mother base. Guys, we're in the mother base.
Control area secured. That huge screen is ours.
All right, any transmissions, Paul?
Incoming transmission. Nintendo Prime, Nate, you are live.
Here we go.
Hey, everyone.
I'm Nintendo Prime, and let's just be
Best
honest.
part of the show right
You're
here.
not here to see me. You're actually here to see this next
Best
big
part of
game
the show.
coming out. You guys know I love The Legend of Zelda, and if you don't know that, well, guess what? I do. You can see the Master Sword back there. No, I'm actually here to introduce a new game by Stone Lab Games called Ethra. If you love action RPGs, action adventure RPGs, open world action adventure RPGs, you're going to want to check this game out. So, you know, I think it's just time that we feel the power. Did you see it, Game Bird? I did that for you, Game Bird. That was for you, buddy. By the way, this is the first time I've ever seen this game right now. Gonna join the Discord to play the coming demo?
Amazing work.
Nice.
All right, it's time to dominate. Let's release more.
Ethra or whatever, right? Game looks really cool. The Ethra game looks cool. Just gotta find their Discord. I found their Twitter. I'm following them on Twitter right now. Oh, there's a direct link to their game on their Twitter. Here we go. I got wish listed from there. I got it on my wish list. No release date yet. Oh, there's their Discord. Cool. I'll click that later. I'll leave this open. Click it later. Yeah, if you just look up Ethra on Google, it should pop up. That's how I found it. Hey, we got what, Quiver here. Hey, Nintendo Prime. Dev here. Thank you for your lovely reaction to Stone. It means a lot. Did you like that I took an edible? had to take one in honor of a stoner game. Did not expect to see a stoner game in this showcase. So that was great. Expect the unexpected, as they say. Let me go wishlist your game right now. The Steam search is like not working for some reason. It keeps crashing, but Google works. And there it is. There's Stone. Yeah, that's the one, baby. Wishlisting right now. Done. Done deal. Done deal. Wishlist. Bam. Thanks for stopping by the stream. I appreciate it. starting to feel the edible too. I can feel it.
My name is Baby Cat. They call me that because I am a baby cat. I want to be a superhero when I grow up. But they say I will never grow up because they, did science on me. But it's fine because they gave me a super duper robot. It has rockets and guns that go brrr and boom, boom, boom. I played with it a lot with my friends in the lab. One day, they told me to wait for new friends to come and play. I was lonely and bored for a long time. Then new friends finally came and they were cats like me. We had so much fun. They were like swoosh and zzz, and I was da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da until I got really tired. They told me I can go with them if I want to play more and learn how to be a good cat. I don't know what they mean. I already know how to destroy things.
Okay. Yeah, the cat game. I was like, the thing is, the game looked good, but I can't do the cat thing. I just can't. Same reason I haven't played Stray. I just don't like cats, man. Can't do it. Can't do it. I just can't. I don't like
How
cats.
does one survive in a strange world? By becoming stranger. In Strange Seed, master your bizarre surroundings by defeating enemies, gobbling them up, and using their DNA to evolve. The possibilities
Game bird
are
over there is
practically
just finding out
endless.
something new about me
Water
that I don't like
attacks.
cats.
Gas attacks? And what is that? A constant conjuring of curious combinations. Not quite heavy enough to push that button, eh? Nothing a tortoiseshell can't fix.
Let me correct
In
myself.
Fact, there are
Let me
loads of
correct
puzzles
myself.
and problems throughout Strange Seed.
I don't like house cats.
Solving these
I love
puzzles will
tigers,
take creativity,
lions,
determination,
leopards,
and more than a healthy dose
right?
of biogenetic
Panthers.
engineering.
I like the big cats, baby. But the
Take
pets at
little
home
scars,
cats, I'm
face
good.
off against formidable enemies and earn upgrades by playing mini games. But there
I'd
is
rather have a
far
dog.
more to the world of Strange
Which is why I
Seed
have a dog.
than can be covered in
That's
one
not the only reason. My
measly
son's
trailer.
also allergic to cats.
So
but
much to explore.
that's not
collect and overcome.
dogs, baby. I love dogs.
Immerse
Although
yourself in
I
the
will say,
ever-changing
I
world
don't like
of
little
Strange
dogs.
Seed.
You know, when you got like the little tiny little mutts. I don't like ankle biter dogs. I like the big boy dogs. Give me my labs. Give me a Great Dane. A Saint Bernard, baby. Give me the big boys.
Vamos juntos nessa, onde a imaginação nos leva. Com a coragem tudo podemos conseguir. Sinta as emoções que passam por tantas gerações. Há muitas lendas que iremos descobrir. No universo desconhecido, brilho intenso a nos guiar. Na rica fauna.
And I'm not calling them ankle biters to insult them. I've been around a lot of like little dogs. Literally, I've had my ankles nipped at like hundreds of times. I just don't. I don't know if that's like a training thing where they're not training the dogs right, but literally, they would nip at my ankles every time I'd be around them. My big dogs don't nip at you for anything. Well, it could just be a training problem. I don't know. Probably not the dog's fault. Big dogs are like giant teddy bears, man. They look scary, but they're so nice. The little ankle biters feel like they're trying to bite my dick off or something. But the big
All right,
dogs,
friends,
they're just
I am in the
friendly
command
and
hub, and I'll stay right
teddy
here while
bears.
Paul and Steve gather out to find more files. I'll release these files I just found while I wait for Paul and Steve to gather more.
Dude, a Dalmatian? Those things are huge too.
Sentra kana tohan bahan, wakada hasan nam tohan hasharat. Mankadas shasan mira intikam partohan.
This game was cool. Lots going on, lots of explosions. More explosions. More explosions! We need more! We're watching a Michael Bay movie. More! Dude, those cats are massive.
Hello everyone, my name is Asha. And
Those
I work
cats
as
are
the
massive.
art director at
That doesn't change my mind.
Nice to meet you. Today I want to show you.
Here's
the
why I don't like
work
cats.
On our upcoming game, Scriptorium.
I'll explain why I don't like cats. I'm not allergic to them. My dad's allergic. My son's allergic. I'm not allergic to them or anything. Okay. 3 main reasons. 4 main reasons, actually, that I don't like cats. 1, they think they own the house and can do anything they fucking want.
In our game,
Okay?
you will run your
They think
own
they can just do
virtual
anything they
world.
want. Crawl all over you,
You will
crawl all
receive
over your
orders
shit,
to illustrate
sometimes
the
chew your cables. They think they can just do whatever they want.
Decorate them any way you like.
They are extremely hard to train
Send them back
to
clients
not
to get
want to
paid
just run the
and unlock
house.
new jobs,
Okay,
decorations,
so that's number
and
1.
items.
They're not a pet. They're another
Now that you know a bit
human
about
living in your
our game,
house
let us show
that
you
doesn't
how
pay
we
the
make
bills and doesn't clean up its
Try
own
to
shit
include as many elements as
and just makes
possible
messes.
in the game,
Okay?
allowing players
So that's
to
number
create
1
truly
reason I
unique
don't like cats.
manuscripts.
Number
Do
2,
a lot of research on
you
real
train them to
medieval
shit and piss in the house. Fuck
drawing
that.
inspiration from their
Stop
rich
shitting and
history.
pissing in the house. You're a fucking pet. Go
Every
outside.
illustration is drawn from scratch.
Shit and piss outside.
Carefully adapted to
Piss
fit
in my
our
house.
game's
Oh, it's a cat
distinctive
litter box.
style,
I don't need to smell a fucking
characterized by
shit,
bold line
piss,
art
cat
and
litter in my house.
playful,
That fucking shit out of here.
cartoonish
That shit makes me want to vomit. I've lived with cats. It makes me want to vomit.
Thank you so much
Number
for
2.
watching and spending
Number
that little
3,
bit of time with
if
us.
the cat pisses
love the medieval
in your
ages
house
and
but not
manuscripts as
in
an art
the
form,
fucking
I
thing,
hope that
on the
after
carpet,
seeing this
on the
video,
cement
you will
even,
love it
that
just a
fucking
little bit
smell
more,
never
too.
goes away.
And if our game has piqued your
There is a
interest,
back
you
room
can
in my
find
in my
Scriptorium
house
Master of
because there was a
Manuscripts
cat
on
here
Steam
once.
and
The
add it
cat
to your
pissed in the back closet on the cement.
Bye.
We can't fucking get the cat smell out. We've used everything. We can't get it out. It penetrated into the fucking cement. We can't get rid of it.
That's gloomy.
Fucking sucks.
Always looking
A
for
dog
something to
pisses,
play
I don't
with.
have a problem. I clean it up. It's
And
not a big deal. I can
chasing
get rid of the smell.
fireflies.
Cat ones, I can't. Cat ones, I can't.
Nina, she was
Yeah, I know.
different.
You got a jackhammer and literally
I'd
pisses in
known
rooms
that
and
since the
cement.
day she
Nasty.
arrived. She was investigating the son's disappearance. She
4th
wanted
reason.
to find him.
4th reason.
There are other stories I could
Don't
tell
know what
about
it
those
is about
days.
cats, but every cat I've been around likes to
But
nip.
this is the one people
And I
need
don't
to
know
hear.
why. You know, you can get cats to claw and stuff if you don't like the claw stuff, but they like to nip, and I don't know why. So those are my 4 reasons I don't like cats. The first 3 reasons are the primary.
These children didn't
The
know they
nipping
would
stuff,
rattle the world.
you know, you can maybe do something about. But the first 3 reasons are no. No. Now again, I don't care if you're a cat person. I want to be very excited. I'm not judging you guys for being cat people. People who are cat people, it's totally fine. It's just not me. Eric grew up with cats. He's my best friend. I was around his cats all the time. So it's not like I can't be around cats. I just no thanks. I don't want one as a pet.
From the ground up and improved in every way.
There's nothing wrong with there's nothing wrong with cats that are like cuddle bugs. But the problem is, for me, is cats think they own the house. They think they can just jump in my lap anytime they want.
Always be
or
careful
jump on my
when
keyboard
crossing the
anytime they
road.
want. Or crawl on my back anytime they want because they want my attention all the time. Whereas my dog, I could tell him to go lay down, and he'll literally go lay down and not bug me again until I want him to. Dogs are more respectful of their master, their owner, their friend. Cats don't give a fuck. They want what they want, and they want it now. You know? They're just not into that kind of animal as a pet. I can admit they're cute. I can admit they're soft and cuddly. So are dogs. There are downsides to owning dogs, of course. Especially ones that like shed a lot, you know, the long-haired ones. Whatever. Most of that stuff doesn't bother me that much. They do eat a lot too, yeah. Dogs eat a lot. It's more expensive to feed a dog. Which means they eat a lot, so they also shit a lot. So you always got lots of shit to pick up in the yard. You know, some people pick it up every time their dog poops, but you know, we're really busy, so we pick it up like once a week. So there's always just like a lot of shit to go pick up in the yard, in the backyard.
Noble. He was not meant to be a knight. From doubt to destiny, cast into a war
50
of
pound bag a week, yeah.
he will rise.
Probably
From
not
a
a week.
shepherd
It's like every 2.5 weeks. We go through a 50 pound bag with just my one dog. Now he's a Great Dane lab mix, so the cool thing about his breed is that he basically can't get overweight. It's just this is the Great Dane. The Great Danes are like impossible to get overweight. Labs can get overweight, but he's got a Great Dane body, so the lab head and the lab tail. You guys have seen Link, he's awesome. She's probably chilling on the couch outside my office right now, waiting for me to get done streaming. But anyways, I'm fine if you guys love cats. I was just explaining why I'm not into cats, that's all. Everyone's got their reasons for liking and not liking different types of pets and stuff. So, because there's other pets besides cats and dogs, right? You have hamsters and snakes and spiders and all sorts of shit. Turtles. Some people have pet turtles. Fish. You know, all sorts of types of pets out there. People do have pet rats even. As crazy as it sounds.
Paul, Steve, status.
I'm in the tower. We have Arms of God by developer Dark J Studio. All clear.
Hi, I'm Dominique Suica, solo developer at Dark J Studio, and this is Arms of God, a dark futuristic medieval auto shooter with satisfying gory vibe. In Arms of God, you wield 5 weapons at once and plunge into the depths of hell to stop the apocalypse. As the last warrior of Ancient Order, you will unlock active abilities, develop your skill tree, and combine weapons with powerful upgrades. Your mission is to repeal the Sacred Order and fight back against endless hordes of demons. The game combines the green tone of Doom, Diablo, and Warhammer 40k with fast-paced gameplay in the style of Warhato, elevated by deeper mechanics and a narrative layer. The game features roguelike elements like permadeath and the ability to unlock permanent upgrades after each attempt. One of the most important systems is meta progression. The game is divided into 4 acts. At the end of each act, you fight a boss and unlock a new building within the hub, the Cathedral. When it comes to combat, it works on 2 interconnected levels. First, you build your character by choosing up to 5 weapons to wield simultaneously. What makes Arms of God unique is the weapon upgrade system. Instead of simply leveling up a weapon, you can sacrifice one to empower another. It creates a massive number of potential build and synergies, giving you a ton of freedom in how you approach each run. Second, aside from your personal arsenal, you carry the Crux, a sacred cross-shaped weapon forced to annihilate demons. Within its aura, the Crux can either empower you or destroy enemies outright. You choose whether to upgrade the Crux and develop its own skill tree, or focus on yourself and the weapons you carry. The story in Arms of God is told from the perspective of a Templar.
Corey says, I hate picking poop up. I remember them days. Black Lab, no more big dog for me. I hate the dog jump up or dog or wild, aka hyper. You can train that out of them, Corey.
From the ruined city,
that's on the trainer.
The cathedral and its catacombs.
As someone who has owned 3 labs in my life, it's completely on the trainer. Labs are one of the easiest dogs to train. You can stop the jumping, you can stop the running up on you. You can stop all of that. That's all in training. You gotta train the dog better. The labs are one of the easiest animals to train.
Vault here, Winnie's hole.
So that's just bad training.
Helping hand.
He makes
not the poop part. They're gonna poop a lot. But
sometimes he needs a helping hand.
Labs are very easy to train.
3, this is our plan to build him strong, extend lifespan. He is our host. We live inside a virus-spreading, helping guide.
There are dogs that are hard to train.
Spread infection. Strategize with your
Labs are not one of them. They're very
Collect
easy.
cells to grow mutations. Test our vessel's limitations. When our host is under
it's Winnie the Pooh time,
a
guys.
virus does what it does best. Survival is our prime objective. Send the brain a new directive. Each turn deals a board of actions. Place your block shapes, cause reactions. Underneath, we're still the same. We feel the pain of others' shame. And sometimes we must learn to be the
What in
monster
the Christopher
that's
Robin's
inside
greatest
of me.
nightmare is this? Winnie's hole. Winnie's hole.
Guys, we got an incoming transmission. Should I patch it through?
Great. Patch him through.
I can't.
Kidding, Krista? You're live.
Hello,
Winnie's
yeah,
hole.
We are always looking for ways to test and destroy our friendship. So we are so excited today to introduce the game Room Battle.
Yes, this is a party fighting game where you control robot vacuums.
Yes.
And I don't know about you, but I'm strangely fascinated by robot vacuums. And when I watch these things go, sometimes the thought does cross my mind. I'd like to see.
I just found out today one of my friends' games is in this, by the way.
Your robot
Hasn't been
vacuum
shown
with
yet.
Sharp objects, and you
But
are
one of my
battling
friends'
to see
games
who
is literally
can
in IndieMania, and I didn't even know.
control their balloons.
I found
Who
out
can
today
keep their
before the
balloons
show.
from getting destroyed. Wow, that sounds like
Yes, it's for up to 6 players, so it's a wonderful multiplayer
Yes.
game, and it's packed with so many different modes and all these great mini games as well. So
Yeah.
you're really doing anything you could possibly imagine battling with a robot vacuum. Wow.
There you go. So meet up with your friends, customize your vacuum, and get ready to battle. Roll the trailer right now, Mike. Let's go!
No, it wasn't Winnie's Hole. No, it wasn't Winnie's Hole. It's a game I got to play at PAX East. That's actually legitimately made by one of my friends. Who I had no idea, by the way, was making the game. Shows how much they let me know what's going on in their life. But it's a badass game. I can't wait for you guys to see it. They left the soprano. Why are Kit Ellis and Krista Yang still on the screen? My name didn't stay on the screen. Hey, my name didn't stay on the screen.
Did I ever tell you the story of how this city
What the
came
hell,
to
man?
be? Sit down, friend, and listen close.
I am robbed.
It's a tale worth hearing.
My name.
From me. It began as a patch of land, nothing more.
It's whatever.
But oh, how we built, brick by brick, field by field. We shaped this place. From the earth, we pulled not just walls, but a sanctuary. And we did not merely survive. We gathered in feast. We raised our voices to the heavens. We honored the old ways and forged new bonds as one. Yet life here bore its share of trials, against bandits, beasts, and betrayal. We held our ground. For every soul, for every inch, our courage knew no bounds. No blight could starve us, no fire consume us. Winter's icy hand sought to break us, yet still we endured. And now, we bask in what we've built. This is no longer a dream. This is our home.
Going medieval. Makes sense. Yeah, labs can be hyper. Yeah, especially when they're like pups, but you can train everything out of them. I'm not saying you want to get rid of all of their hyperness, because that makes them really fun to play with outside. You know, playing fetch and all that stuff. Like it's really cool that have that big energy. But you can train them to not like be that way towards people, like in the house and stuff. Like it's not that hard to train. They're very easy to train. Very, very easy. Yeah, I have a lab Great Dane mix right now, and he was hyper too. And I just trained him to, you get hyper when it's time to get hyper. You know, we go outside and there's a command I give, and he knows it's time now. It's time to get hyper and run around and play. And, you know, doesn't mean he doesn't get excited at times, and I gotta tell him we use the word calm. He knows the command calm. So I go calm, and then he'll slowly bring his energy back away from, you know, because some people get really scared when like a big dog gets excited. It's all in the training. It's all in the training.
This is a factory in Modulus. Here,
and he
we're
doesn't jump on
producing
anyone.
blue
First
Let's
thing we
see how
trained
got
out of
here.
him is not to jump on people.
This facility
There's a
was
command.
built out of these three modules,
If I tap my chest like
which were
this,
joined,
that means jump up for a hug, but otherwise he won't jump
stamped,
up.
and
That was one of the
dyed
first
with
things we
pigment
trained out of him, because we didn't want him like hurting people and knocking people over. You know?
produced here in our blue pigment refinery, which was constructed from these modules, made by combining these modules.
But yeah, if I'm next to it and I double tap my chest, he knows that's to come up and
Which
give me
were
a hug.
melted from polyrock, extracted here.
real question is, why are you not my number one fan? That's the real question. Why are you not my number one fan? I know you feel power. Didn't we already see this game? The exact trailer? I feel like we've seen this. Okay. So I'm not like going crazy over here. Alright, so I'm not going crazy. Yeah, is that like the third or fourth game that's been repeated? Here it is, baby! Royalty free for all. Let's go! The Smash Bros. Style game. Smash game, baby. Hell yeah. Dude, that game rocks.
Hi everybody. You just saw the latest trailer for Royalty Free for All, a hand-drawn cartoon smash-up starring fresh takes on iconic characters, stages, and music from the public domain. We're taking a new approach to the party-brawling genre, introducing simplified controls that make it easier to follow than ever for those times in your life when you want to show a child, parent, grandparent, or special someone how to play your favorite games. Or maybe you think crossover fighters look smashing, but find it intimidating to enter an arena with players of over 20 years experience. Either way, Royalty Free for All is the perfect place to start. And there's plenty of excitement for genre veterans. Getting good still requires quick fingers and quicker thinking. Plus, we're canonizing techniques like wave dashing with goofy animations and easy-to-learn controls. Not to mention rollback netcode in online quick play and private lobbies. We are hard at work putting a Kickstarter together to launch in August with the goal of bringing Royalty Free for All to all current-gen consoles. We are still tracking fighter requests at royaltyfreeforall.com/wish. And as part of our campaign, we'll be revealing some exciting stretch goals, including 3 new fighters that have been requested by the fans, alongside musical guests David Wise, Grant Kirkhope, and Evelyn Lark.
That's right.
So be sure to follow Royalty Free for All everywhere you can online.
David Wise,
and
Grant
please,
Kirkhope.
please wishlist this and every game you see here today. Wishlisting is the #1 thing that helps indie developers thrive. So if you like what you see and the people pouring their hearts into it, please wishlist on Steam. Thank you so much for watching.
Dude, the game rocks, guys. They had a demo of it at PAX East. It was so good.
Imagine a hand-drawn world full of friends. A world to explore, to collect treasures, and to unravel age-old mysteries. And imagine a villain who brings destruction across the land and plunges everything into chaos. Well, that's when you come in.
Ruffy! This is out right now. Here, there's Royalty Free for All for Steam if you guys want to wishlist it. They also want to bring it to Nintendo, but you know, they're very small and it's their first ever game. So
You are Ruffy,
they're gonna put it on
a
PC
bear that
first.
can copy and paste textures. With the magic swap,
You want me to reach out to Grant Kirkhope, Gamer? I've talked to him before. I've talked to Grant before. I can reach out to him, see if he's got time to come on the pod sometime.
Jump into this wonderful adventure.
I don't know. I can't guarantee he'll come on.
Change the world.
I can reach out to him. It's been a while since I talked to him, but he knows who I am.
Is out now.
That's right. Ruffy's out right now, guys.
All right, friends, we've almost conquered.
Dude, I got it on my Switch right now. On my Switch too.
Ours. Steve, any last transmissions?
Shoot, we got one more here. Patching through Patrick from Nintendo Talk. You're live.
Hello, IndieMania. We are the Slow Burn Podcast, a cozy game podcast. We have new episodes every single Wednesday on all streaming platforms.
Yes, we cover cozy games. In case you don't know what a cozy game is, don't worry. It can be pretty much anything. Whether you like a farming sim game, a puzzle game, an adventure game, anything that's kind of casual or cozy, we love to cover on our show.
So check out these upcoming cozy games.
I'll send a message to him right now, actually, to Grant. You know, he's a pretty busy guy, but.
This is Fading Serenades, a cozy adventure game where you'll get to hike, jump, and climb to traverse the treacherous terrain of the island to help villagers deliver parcels and complete their tasks and requests. You'll deliver packages, letters, tools, and various things around the island. You'll also get to know the island's inhabitants. They might be reserved in the presence of strangers, but help them enough and they might just open up to you. You'll also have to explore the island by running around, jumping, and balancing over beautiful rivers and creeks, and even climbing over various obstacles. Overall, you'll get to experience a story of vanishing traditions, a missing scientist, and an unfolding mystery. Serenading a quieter life, the island calls. And you can play the free demo right now.
Imagine a game that goes beyond exploration, where you create a story that's uniquely yours. A world where cozy AI companions wait by the fireside, ready to tell you captivating stories. They solve puzzles by your side, and they want to embark on grand adventures with you. As you build relationships with your companions, they come to understand you. They remember your preferences and the memories you've made together. Because this isn't just another quest. It's a glimpse into a new reality that only you can create. Your adventure begins now. Are you ready?
Green Again is a relaxing colony simulation game that is set in a colorful sci-fi world inhabited by tiny plant people called sproutlings. There has been an ecological catastrophe and most of the planet is now barren and overrun with defective robots. And it's your job to help overcome the dangers and restore the planet back to its former green state. You'll construct settlements by clearing terrain, vanquishing environmental hazards, and defending your farm from bots. By unlocking creative mode, you can decorate to your heart's content, making your colony happy and building without limits. Reveal hidden areas on the map to find new decorations, resources, and more ground for building and planting. But most of all, keep the sproutlings happy and well fed by gathering resources and tactically placing farms and other buildings while researching more advanced technologies and upgrades. The demo for Green Again is now available on Steam.
Hog tie.
Hi, my name is Miriam Teakley, and I am voicing Foxy in the upcoming game Widow. Let me tell you a story about the summer after I just finished elementary school. My parents were really busy then, so they sent me off to stay with a distant relative who lived in the country. After living in the big city my whole life, farm villages just felt so small and miserable. And the worst thing, there was no Wi-Fi anywhere. I think a game like Widow is really going to be able to impact players in a really positive way, especially now with the world being as crazy as it is and everybody going through their own struggles as well. There's world struggles, but there's also lots of personal struggles. I think it's nice to have that place of escapism and somewhere that can feel really calming. And actually this game it could be close to sort of a meditation feel, I think, because it's so soft and it speaks about nostalgia. And I always think that sometimes when we're having a tough time, thinking about your wonderful memories about being a child and even, funny memories, it can really just transport you and you can start laughing again or smiling again like how you once did. So I think it will really unlock a lot of wonderful memories for people in a wonderful way.
There you go. That's good.
Welcome to Widow. This is a cozy, story-driven game about my happiest memory, summer in the countryside. I used to be such a city girl, always online, always busy. Spending my whole summer in a forsaken village? No thanks. But here I am, surrounded by a gang of geese, clearly thinking they're the biggest deal around here. But who had been feeding them so well? Perhaps a goose grandma who always says they're too skinny? I had to fight a sneaky goat every day from my own backpack, cheered on by the laughter of the tiny yellow goslings. But, everything changed when I met Ben.
There you go. Love to see that come to Switch sometime. Kind of a hard cut. At least I didn't get jump scared. Say that. I was not jump scared that time. A hard cut, but not a jump scare. cotton wool.
Cupid-Claw is a roguelike deck-building claw machine game. Grab, sell, and customize prizes in order to take on increasingly expensive new machines.
What's up, Nintendo?
Until you manage to recover
Patrick?
Morris's lost engagement ring. Get rich by grabbing and selling prizes starting from the cheapest machines, but beware of the traps. Let's stick to the prizes. You don't want to end up like this guy. Cupid-Claw also features over 70 prizes and effects, which you can add or remove available prizes to build your own combos and win big. Featuring 20 plus challenging claw machines, you will have plenty to do in this very cute and unique game. Spend your earnings wisely though, as some items can greatly increase your score. It's all about the score. Even if you fail though, hopefully Cupid-Claw will have you saying, let's just do one more run. You can check out Cupid-Claw's demo right now on Steam.
Conkers. What? Conker came back? Oh. Yeah, this is the cozy part of the presentation. In a prosperous land. Yeah, you notice how like there's a massive dearth of dog games? We had one game in the whole presentation that was about a dog. How many cat games were there? Where are my dog games at, yo? dogs are barking like DMX. I let the dogs out this morning. Yeah, my dog's chilling right now. He's waiting for me to get done. I have no idea when this show ends. I was told if you include the pre-show, it was about 3 hours. Well, we're probably got 20 minutes left. 10:30, 11:30, 12:30, 1:30. So probably 20 minutes left. 22 minutes. This is based on what I was told, but I don't actually know. I know the old wifey wants me to be done too. She just came in a moment ago. She's like, "What are you done?" It just means the kids are being frustrating. Roughly to that time, yeah. I wonder what the final game's gonna be. Because you know most showcases try to end with a banger. I wonder what the final game's gonna be. Silk Song. Dude, if they got Silk Song, that's insane. There's no way. There's no way. That game's appearing in Xbox showcases, Nintendo Directs. Yeah, there's no way Silk Song's in this show. I would be floored. Probably a Nintopics RPG. It's me, the Mountain. Thank you so much.
We hope you enjoyed seeing those cozy game titles. We are the Slow Burn Podcast. Thank you so much, IndieMania, for having us. And we've got one more cozy game title. Check it out here.
Oh, Animal Crossing style game? No, okay. Find what was lost. Okay. Make friends. Pet the penguin. Looks interesting.
Hey, my name is Vince with Interim Games. Big thanks to Mike, Paul, Steve, and everyone with IndieMania for putting this event together again. I'm excited to see the other games that people have to show. I'm still hard at work on the game I showed last year, Nuts Revenge, but today I want to talk about another project.
That's right, Nuts Revenge.
Overloaded.
Nuts
It's a top-down
Revenge.
arcade shooter inspired by old school games like Smash TV, with a slow build that turns into total mayhem. The whole game leans on a comic book art style with action text pop-ups and overhead announcer calling the chaos. You start with a pistol, but you pick everything up from flamethrowers to space blasters while you're mowing down waves of zombies. Every 5 waves, a zombie boss shows up, like a giant shield-wielding zombie or a massive zombie that hurls a mace at you. There are upgrades, skins, achievements, but it's all about chasing your high score. Thanks to Brainium Games, Zombies Overload is launching June 27th on Nintendo Switch, Xbox, PS4, and PS5. Brainium Games has brought a dream of mine to life, and I'm very excited to finally share that game with everybody. To celebrate IndieMania and my first console release, I'm going to be giving away a collector's edition for anyone watching today.
Hell yeah.
It's going to include a full comic book, box art,
Hell
a card
yeah.
game, and custom Joy-Cons, so you can
Oh, look at
use your
that.
Nintendo Switch to play it.
That's
Check us out
sick.
on X to find out how to enter.
That's
Zombies
sick. I'm gonna
Overload
go
is
enter.
available today on Steam as a free demo. You can also upgrade to the full version, same day as consoles on June 27th.
Vinterm Games.
Thanks for watching, and take a look at the trailer.
IndieMania. Here, this is a link to their Twitter. The post they sent for how to edit.
Image upgrade.
And you survive.
High score.
A little bit like Duke Nukem style, but it's high score. Hell yeah. Game looks fun. Yeah, Nuts Revenge or whatever was one of the best games shown last year, too. Yeah, the custom red see-through Joy-Cons are sick.
Hello!
Hello.
Hello! We are Whitetail Games. Our game design philosophy is simple. Fluff first. We're currently developing Switcheroo, a 2D puzzle platformer starring Jade, a kangaroo, who has color-switching powers. In creating the game's core mechanic, we took inspiration from the red-blue panels in Super Mario Galaxy 2. In that game, if you performed the spin move, the panels would flip over from the red side to the blue side, changing where the solid ground was. We took this basic idea of colors affecting game objects further to create all sorts of new contraptions, such as fans, whose color determines the way the wind blows, conveyors, whose speed and direction are affected by color, and potted plants, who grow when their color is active and wither when it is not. In addition to featuring a story mode, the game also has a fully fledged online level editor where you can create and upload your own levels. This was inspired by the Super Mario Maker
I don't know the page
series,
resets,
which
but-
provides nearly infinite hours of content with just a small
I entered,
set of tools.
so whatever. I'm only entering
We look
once.
forward to seeing how players
I'm not
will
gonna
use
sit there and
color
be
to
like,
solve the game's many
try to
challenges and
spam enter.
puzzles, and
I'm
we
gonna enter one
especially
time
look
like-
forward
like
to
they
seeing
probably
what
mean
others
for it
will
to be.
make with the level editor. With that being said, thanks for watching, and we hope you will enjoy the trailer.
Maria is a village girl with many virtues.
Okay, I'm up. I could have slept all day.
A Spanish girl with a dream.
Where are you going so late?
I'm heading out to investigate the legends of Castile so I can become a nun. You wouldn't believe why.
Who will embark on a challenging
Michael,
journey
I didn't make
across
the giveaway
Castile.
page, so
Hey,
it
do
is what it
not
is.
bite me.
All I know is I entered.
I'll give you one more chance to show
The winner will
me
be
some
selected July
respect.
3rd, it says.
But this is the last time.
In a folk point-and-click adventure requiring all your wit and imagination.
Hey, what have you done with the ingredients?
We have improved them.
Legends of Castile. It's a nice looking piece of bread. Marshmallow. Cool. Come back soon. Inkeep. It's a perfect name for that.
Wax Heart is an atmospheric horror 3D platformer where you play as a little boy made of wax with a lantern for a heart, journeying through a sunless world full of monsters and mysteries. The light from your lantern heart helps you find the way through the darkness, but also alerts monsters to your presence. As you explore, you discover the terrible fate of the world and the role you play in it.
Cool. You want to win that giveaway so bad? I mean, there's probably only like, maybe 100 or 200 people entering, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I think there's Switch 1 Joy-Cons, yeah. looks like a solid game, though. Would have been more funny instead of a cucumber if they would have made him a pickle. Same difference, but you know, it's funnier. Yeah, another cat game. Earn from human easy money. What? Out of curiosity, I looked it up. More homes in Japan have dogs than cats. About 10% of homes have dogs, 9% have cats. But a lot of cat people have multiple cats. So there's like 8.8 million cats and like 7 million dogs. So technically more households have dogs, but people that own cats tend to have more than one cat. So there you go. That's how it works out in Japan. Now, culture-wise, cats are a bigger deal in Japan, but in terms of people who actually own dogs versus cats, that's the breakdown. I know. We finally got a dog game. Parkour. About time. About time.
The tower has risen, born from the memories of those who will be our ruin, the messengers of the end. Among them, 2 hold our fate in their hands. A man cursed with eternal life. A girl who bears the calamity with her. And one shall decide if we rise
or if we fall.
Or fall.
That's pretty cool.
This ends now. Disappear with the lights.
Finis omnis existentia.
It's the Memory 1 and 2 remaster. Switch 2 logo. We got a Switch 2 game. Switch 2 game, baby. There it is. Our first Switch 2 game. Hell yeah. Then we got Shantae. Yeah, Shantae games are fun. Brisky Revolution coming this summer. World Showcase premiere. You should have did the world premiere voice.
World premiere.
No, there's a summer Steam sale going on right now. That's why the store is crashing. In case you weren't aware, there's a summer Steam sale going on. Every time a big Steam sale goes on like that, the store always crashes on Steam. So, yeah. It's not due to IndieMania, unfortunately. Powers combined. Sucked! Sacked! I already say it. I'd be crying too if I'm getting stung by bees. Maybe don't go outside. Fish stick protocol.
Thanks, Patrick. Paul, the belt.
Decrypted it, Mike. Here's the IndieMania Belt digital file.
To our amazing friends, thank you for fueling this revolution. Now, to release the last file.
The last file.
Here she comes to wreck the day!
Hounded is a dog adventure game set in a flintlock fantasy world gripped by tyranny. You are Duke, a determined young border collie who is searching for their lost master, the leader of the rebellion.
There we go, another dog
Hounded
game.
by a cunning hunter, can you
talking
track
about.
the scent, unearth the power of the tide, and find your way home? Say hello to the little Duke, or just Duke for short. Once a royal puppy, Duke isn't your usual protagonist. He is loyal, smart,
One of the
extremely
classic
stubborn,
dog name
and will
with
do
Duke.
whatever it takes to protect the ones he loves.
Duke. Classic
we have
name
built our
for a
gameplay
dog.
around key dog verbs, providing the most authentic dog experience. You will run, leap, and climb your way through the world, following scent trails that lead to points of interest, secrets, and narrative moments trapped in time, called imprints. Interacting with puzzling Teslapunk technology will unlock new areas to discover. And yes, you can mark your territory.
Hounded is set in the
There you
fictional
go.
island
Make
nation
it
of
realistic.
Anglodia, inspired by 18th century Britain.
Because you want to make it
We
real
pose the
realistic.
question,
You're stopping
what
about
if the
every
early
like
discovery
5
of
feet and doing
electricity
it.
empowered a cruel regime to suppress
You want to
and
make it
control the
real
population,
realistic.
tarnishing the beautiful countryside with oppressive machinery. This is a story about intrigue, rebellion, and the bond between a dog and his master.
At Imprint, we have a huge passion for narrative games that resonate. Unforgettable worlds, memorable moments, and charming characters that stick with you forever. This, combined with our love for dogs, led us towards the development of Hounded and Duke.
We're a small but experienced team of developers and gamers. Our team has collectively worked on titles such as The Lego Hobbit, Killzone Shadowfall,
Hell yeah.
Star Citizen, and The Dark Pictures, to name a few. And we're
Some good
bringing
games in
all
there.
of that experience to Hounded.
We are only at the beginning of Duke's journey and would love for you to be a part of it. Thank you for your support.
Nice. Good name for the game too. Hounded. I like that.
Mission
We're getting
complete.
to the end? Okay.
Mike, Paul, and Steve
You will
have
be
released every
thankful.
indie trailer and uncovered the legendary IndieMania Championship belt.
Oh, here it is.
The crown jewel of indie glory. But the story isn't over. The belt awaits its champion, and only you can decide who earns it.
Royalty free for all.
IndieMania 2025,
Royalty
presented
free
by
for all.
Hyperkin, has elevated the indie revolution.
pushing it.
These developers have
Royalty
shared their
free for
world
all.
with us today. Each won a nominee for the IndieMania Game of the Year Championship Belt Award, crafted by the exceptional ARM Championship Belts. This revolution is driven by creators and fans like you, and I'm honored to stand at its heart.
Every developer
pushing
poured their soul into this show. Your courage and creativity truly light the way.
What's next? Support these incredible developers. Play their games when they're released. We'll soon announce the voting phase where you can vote for your favorite game, and the winner will be revealed at our first IndieMania Game Awards. Stay tuned to our socials for more
Oh.
details.
Damn it.
To my incredible
Royalty
co-hosts
free for all.
Paul Gale and
I'm pushing
Steve
it.
Zimmerman, thank you for bringing
I'm
your
pushing it.
passion to the show. To every developer
Royalty
who
free for
poured
all.
their soul into the show, your courage inspires us all. A heartfelt thanks to ARM Championship Belt, the visionary and crafters behind the IndieMania Championship Belt, for creating a symbol that truly honors the indie spirit. To our show sponsors, Hyperkin, your support has made this show possible. Thank you for championing indie games. To content creators and our amazing streamers who have amplified these developers to our incredible audience. Your voices have strengthened this movement, and we are incredibly grateful. See you at the first IndieMania Game of the Year Awards. Until then, never give up and journey on.
I'm not gonna say anything. All right, that's the end. That's the end. There we go. We had some cool. We had some cool stuff in there. Some cool stuff being shown. Obviously, I'm gonna be pushing my friend's game, royalty free for all, to try to win that championship belt. We'll see. We'll see if they can get through the voting phase. I don't know. There's some other big games that they're going up against. So, but yeah. All right, guys. I'm literally gonna be trying to get royalty free for all because the game deserves it. One of the best games in the show. You guys don't even know. I went hands on with it. I know how good that game is. And that was before I even knew it was my friend's game. Eric and I were glowing about it, and then we found out it was his game. I'm like, wait, what? All right. So that's going to do it, guys, for my stream for IndieMania as well. I got to get the heck out of here and go see what's going on with the fam. If you haven't seen my video yet today, I don't blame you. It happened right before the live stream. Go check my video out today. There will be no stream tonight. I will be back tomorrow with a new video, new live stream. So, yeah, see you guys then. Bye, everyone. Anticlimactic ending here. I'm trying to end the stream, and it's not there.